Hi, my name is Frank Linnehan. I'm the Dean of the LeBow College of Business, and I'm talking today with Dr. Daniel Dorn. Daniel runs the Dragon Fund program, and today we're going to get some insights from him about this program in which our students actually manage a certain portion of the university's endowment. So Daniel, tell me about the performance of the program.
It's surprisingly good, given that the fund started in 2008. You know, if you wanted to start an enterprise like this, with hindsight, you wouldn't start it in 2008. But the fund has come out very well. So had you invested $100 at the beginning of the fund, it would have grown to $260 now. Had you invested in the broad market of U.S. stocks, it would have only grown to about $170. So it's been doing great. Shorter term, it's up for the year about 8% relative to the market, which is 2%. Now, these are nice numbers, but they're really not the numbers we're going for. What's perhaps more important is that our Dragon Fund analysts have increasingly landed jobs with employers like BlackRock, like Deutsche Bank, Goldman Sachs, and that's really been great.
And that's really what it's all about, helping these students gain this experience so they're differentiated in the job market.
Absolutely.
Now, obviously, there are some parameters around the trading. No one's writing uncovered options in this, right?
No, the students, you introduced this as me running the program. It's really the students running the program, and they're subject to the same constraints as other endowment managers at Drexel as well.
Okay. Now tell me a little bit about the differences between our program here at Drexel and some of the other business school programs that are similar to this.
Oh, that's important because there's hundreds of student-run funds in the country, and we really strive to be, a leading fund, the best, not just, top 50, top 100. We really want to be good. So it starts with the fund being a mid-cap fund. So the students invest in medium-sized U.S. companies, not large ones. You might say, why does that matter? Because, well, the large companies are covered by 50, 60 analysts. And it's really hard to imagine that a group of students will get an information advantage when there's such scrutiny in information.
Right.
So that's why we chose medium-sized stocks where you can imagine it's easier perhaps to gain an information advantage. So that's one difference. The other difference, I think, is that we really try to do things well. And you could say, well, it's cheap talk. I would say that.
Right.
So I'll give you an example. The students have access to Bloomberg and FactSet. Great software platforms. Many other student funds have also access to maybe Bloomberg or FactSet. But what we've done, for example, with FactSet is we've partnered with them. We're only, I think, one of 6 programs in the country that have partnered with FactSet and have had their FactSet integration in the curriculum recognized. We're the only school that has collaborated with FactSet on a case study. We have alumni from the fund employed by both Bloomberg and FactSet. So that gives you a tangible sense that we're really trying to push technology and use it well. The other thing that distinguishes the fund, I think, is the involvement by endowment and alumni.
Right.
So, we have Kathy Ulosis, who's the chief investment officer of Drexel. I would also call her the chief cheerleader of the Dragon Fund. She invites students to come. She has hired students on co-ops. She advertises them to managers. She's been great. And the alumni are involved, I would say, much more than at other programs. At other programs, you might see alumni come back once, maybe twice a year. We involve alumni on a quarterly basis. One of our alums, a big supporter of the Dragon Fund, Sean Gallagher at Goldman Sachs, he invites the group every February to visit and pitch the stocks at Goldman Sachs. The alumni have purchased Bloomberg, not only for the Dragon Fund, but for Drexel students.
Right.
So they've hired increasingly alumni, and one really nice thing that has happened, the program has been around for about 5 years now, but more than that, and the early alums are helping recruit current students, which is really nice to see.
Well, Dan, every time I talk to a student who's in your classes, they just rave about you as a professor, the experience they're getting, and I want to thank you for all that you do for LeBow and making this such an exciting place. So thanks again for listening, taking the time to watch this video.